So today we are going to start with a podcast on channel. So today we have with us Vaishnavi Divedi, who has been part of the GitHub Campus Expert program and also Google Student Developer Club lead. So this will be a part one of the video where she will be talking about GitHub Campus Expert program, about her experiences being a GitHub Campus Expert, and also the perks being a GitHub Campus Expert. So make sure you watch the video till end, and if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and press on the notification bell icon so you never miss any update for the video. So let's get started and dive into the video. So hey Vaishnavi, thanks for accepting. Hi, thanks for accepting my request. It's been a great pleasure to have you here. So can we start now?
Yeah, sure, we can.
Okay. Can you give a brief introduction about yourself and what things you're currently doing now?
Right. So, I'm currently working at a startup called Bottle, and over there, I'm a product strategist. So that's what I usually do, as on a professional level. And I'm interning at a couple more places as a developer advocate and a machine learning intern. So yeah, that's that. That's sort of the professional side of things. But personally, I've been working on this community experience called Michi Spotlight, which is like a part of the GitHub Campus Experts program, which is what we're going to be talking about today. So yeah, I mean that's sort of it. I used to be a Google DSC lead, and we graduated on 1st July to 2021, and it's been great. It was a great journey, and that sort of set the precedent for me to pursue further opportunities like Michi Spotlight and other community initiatives. So yeah, it's been a great journey, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
So I have been also subscribed to your newsletter. So can you tell me what is GitHub Campus Expert program and what makes this program different from other ambassador program?
Right. So the GitHub Campus Experts program is mostly it's a flagship program by GitHub, as we all know, as the name suggests. And in this program, essentially, what happens is that GitHub usually selects a few people, not a few actually, a few hundreds of people from around the world, just to sort of represent, people, having representatives of the organization who can advocate about not just GitHub but different technologies and drive the community essentially, and be community leaders, help the local community basically to become better developers basically. So yeah, that is essentially from what I can gather till now, that is the mission of GitHub to launch this program. And as GitHub Campus Experts, you have to cater to your local community, which in my case is Michi Spotlight. And I can organize different events like hackathons and other sort of events. There are different kinds of events that you can do, like small workshops as well, and anything of that sort, which helps the community in some way or the other and gives them some sort of value. So what you need to do is, for GitHub Campus Experts, the way it is different from the other programs is that there's no, you don't necessarily need to form a club, but yeah, you need to have some sort of a community around yourself, which you can help and foster. And yeah, I mean that is that. And obviously GitHub sponsors you for certain events. It's not that much because obviously since it's a pandemic, I mean not all companies have a lot of money to spare. But yeah, they provide you with swags for the winners and any kind of sponsorship that you might need to organize your event, and any kind of help that you might need. They provide you with material and everything. And I think the most distinguishing part of this program is that they actually train you before they let you out in the community. They train you in a way that okay, like they give 6 weeks for us to train on 6 modules basically on different kinds of topics like how to structure your workshop and how to speak effectively in public and more importantly, more about Git and GitHub itself because you are a GitHub campus expert, so you need to
Yeah.
know how to talk about Git, even if you know it. Like it can be like it can be a little bit tricky to talk about Git to a beginner. So I mean, they allow us to sort of venture into that as well. And yeah, I mean, there are different kinds of modules. They allow us to focus on inclusivity and become better leaders. So and like I don't think any other program actually allows you as a student to get trained with such exercises. So you have to complete assignments
Yeah.
and you have to submit your
Mhm.
pull request. Like in obviously everything's on GitHub only, on a GitHub repository. And yeah, I mean that really helps you to develop yourself as a person. So if you're looking for to do that, if you're like passionate about giving back to the community, as well as you want to become a better leader as well, and you want to learn a lot in that experience of giving back and learning and everything, and you want it to be like a simultaneous process altogether, then this is the program for you. So yeah, that's sort of what it is.
That's that's nice. So, can you talk about what is the eligibility to participate in this program, and when
Right.
are the
So
applications open?
I think so. Like, I'm not sure if there's any eligibility as such, but yeah, like there are a couple of eligibilities that you need to sort of not eligibilities, but like prerequisites that you need to have to be able to participate, to be able to even apply for the program for that matter.
Okay.
But yeah, like so about the applications when they open, they're going to be open in August, and they open like twice a year from now on.
Mhm.
Because before it was like it was not that organized. You could have applied at any point during the year,
Mhm.
and you would receive the training as and when you apply and as and when you get selected. But right now it's more of an organized process. It happens 2 times a year. The applications open 2 times a year. Once they open in February, which is when I applied, and in August they're gonna open once again. So that's
Okay.
sort of how it's gonna go. There might be certain structural changes in the program in the future, so we don't know that yet. But for now, that's how it goes. But if you like, when it comes to prerequisites, there are
Yeah.
a certain prerequisites. So you need to have the GitHub Student Developer Pack with you
Okay.
in order
Which
to
is
be able
yeah.
to apply. The reason is the GitHub Student Developer Pack is sort of the proof that you
I
are a
can use
student.
it.
You have to, yeah, you have to provide that college issued email ID, and if you don't have that, you can provide your fee receipts or your grade sheet or whatever it is, or ID cards, if it like whatever has the proof of your admission
Yeah.
in the current year, or like
Hmm.
maybe somewhere that it is mentioned that this is like a 4-year course and you took admission in 2018 or whatever year that you took, and you just have to prove that you're a student basically. That's all. If you don't have a college issued email address, so that's that. And you need to have that to be able to do it, and I think you need to be 18 plus to be able
Okay.
to participate in this, because mostly college, I think this is
College.
more
Yeah.
for college
Yeah.
students, right? So
Hmm.
college first year students are usually 18 years old, usually,
Yeah.
like obviously in
Hmm.
normal cases. So yeah, like I think those are the criteria, and I think there's also one more criteria which I'm not really sure of, but I just want to mention it here so that I don't have, I'm not missing out on anything. But that is that you need to have like a GitHub account for the past 6 months at least.
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't had a GitHub account for that long, at least, you are not eligible to apply, and that probably indicates that you're still a beginner. So you can
Hmm.
apply to the next one. Like it's completely alright, unless you're like graduating next year or something. Like I am, but like you can totally apply after 6 months as well, because the program is happening at the interval of 6 months. So yeah.
So how do you came to know about this program?
Right. So I honestly don't remember, but yeah, it was actually I applied for the GitHub Student Developer Pack because I think I saw a YouTube video somewhere that there's this pack where you can get Canva for free for 12 months
Yeah.
or something. And I was like, okay, I need this because this is necessary for me. And like not just Canva, but I think there were like couple of more tools that I wanted.
Different. Yeah.
Data Camp, and then there was Front
Yeah.
End
Same.
Masters.
Yeah.
So these are like the tools and things that I use very frequently. And yeah, I mean, like that's how I got to know about the student developer pack. And then when I was browsing through it, once I got it after like since I didn't have a college email address, so I had to apply to it, and it took me like around 1 or 2 months after getting rejected multiple times because like I didn't have like
Yeah.
a proper proof because my ID card didn't
Yeah.
mention any admission date. So it was like, okay, I don't know if you're a student or not. I can't just like give you the pack like that. That was GitHub basically. But then somehow like I gave them my free fee receipt and things got back on track and I got the pack, and that's when I discovered this program as well. And I was looking for something like campus ambassador type programs because I wanted to like build my leadership qualities and make my mark in the community, basically giving back to the community as well. So yeah, I mean that was how I
Yeah.
stumbled upon it, but I hope that most people stumble upon this program through this video. So yeah, you're doing great
Yeah.
work. So yeah,
So,
really great.
thank you. So can you talk about the selection procedure and tips? How can we get into clear the selection?
Right. So I mean, yeah, I mean, so like there are like a few stages for getting accepted into the program. First of all, you have to apply through by writing essays.
Yeah.
So in the essays, make
Okay.
sure that like whatever stage it is, the only advice I give to people when it comes to applying to DevRel related programs, that is GitHub Campus Experts or
Hmm.
Twilio Champions or DSC lead or whatever it is, you need to have the passion to give back to the community because right now
Yeah.
things are very very difficult for leaders, for community leaders, because everybody everybody is stuck in the pandemic. Nobody wants to really attend too many workshops, and like unless they have the will to learn and all those
Yeah.
things. But you really have to force people, and like just it's messy when it comes to that. And especially when you have to draw in the participation, and even if you're providing value to 2 or 3 people, if you are passionate enough about giving back to the community, the numbers won't matter to you because you won't seek validation in that, right? You won't seek validation in the sense that, okay, uh, you know what, I need 500 people in my workshop, only then it is successful. Or like I want to be GitHub Campus Expert because then it will appear on my GitHub profile and everybody's gonna be like, wow. But that's not how it works. Like, and most people also do it for the swag, which is, I mean, I don't blame you. The
Yeah.
swag is great. It looks really really good, like this year swag as well for GitHub Campus Experts. I won't lie about that, but that shouldn't be your entire incentive to apply, right? So
Motive. Yeah.
make sure that you have those things in mind. So when you are writing your essays, try to reflect those things in that way, that I'm passionate about the community. Talk a little bit about yourself as well, that why you are also fit to be a leader, and then how the community has helped you and in what ways you want to give back to the community. So that's how you build your essays and everything. And then in the next stage, once you get shortlisted, you have to give a video, like you have to submit your video. So for that, I think you can like check out the Michi Spotlight YouTube channel. On that, I have uploaded my application video. If you
So
want,
link will be given in the description below.
yeah, like you can what you can do is, like, I mean, you can take inspiration from that, but don't try to copy from it
Oh.
because they have already seen it and they
See that.
remember everybody's application. Because like they are also like using those videos for other purposes as well, for promotional purposes as well. So they know that what this person said, and like what are some of the things that matter here. So yeah, I mean, don't try to copy from it, but just seek some inspiration. Talk a little bit about yourself, why are you good leader. Talk about certain instances of how you were a good leader, or maybe even just try to be authentic. Don't be too over the top or uptight or something. Just try to be confident and make sure that you are putting across your point confidently, and you are showing that passion that I want to help the community, so please let me do that via this program. So yeah, like that's sort of how you do it. And then once you like if you get shortlisted for the video round, that's it. And most of the students, like from what I've known, most of the people get shortlisted into the video submission round, but most of them don't make it through the video submission round. So make sure that you are like putting a lot of effort into that video as well. But yeah, I mean, you don't need to have like a lot of good editing skills. I didn't edit anything. Like I just took the video in I think 1 or 2 shots, and that's it. Like it was very bad quality only. Like I didn't even have a mic back then. So yeah, like you don't have to be like super professional or anything. You can just record it with your phone also, and it's completely all right. But it is what you say that matters. So yeah, that is all I wanted to like put forth. So yeah.
Okay. Can you talk about a little bit of your experience being a GitHub Campus expert?
Right. So, I mean, so like till now, there's not much that has happened. But till now, like I've been through the training as well. And like it was a really eye-opening experience, because there were a lot of things that I was doing wrong while I was leading the DSC community as well. So I got the opportunity to rectify those mistakes as well when I started my Michi Spotlight community. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to like set up a code of conduct, and doing all the professional stuff, and as all that, and like trying to scout for moderators who can like just take care of the Discord server as well, because I mean it's really difficult to manage all the internships and the community as well. So
Yeah.
I try to host as many workshops, try to help as many students whenever they come for doubts. I try to solve them, and obviously, like people are obviously like most of the times they're impressed by the GitHub Campus Experts tag on GitHub. So, but like I just ask them like, this is something that you get when you are passionate enough about giving back to the community, even if it's for one person. So even if one person wants anything from me, I try to help them in as many ways as possible. So yeah, I mean that's how the experience has been. And for Michi Spotlight especially, like it's been a great experience. And like I said, I've been looking for moderators, and just people who can like
Yeah.
scout for understand the community as well alongside me, because it's a fairly big community now. Like right now we have more than 350 people, but it might grow
Yeah.
at some point. So like I mean it's still growing very slowly, but it's
Yeah.
fine. I have absolutely no problem with that. I'm honestly thrilled that it is, growing at the rate that at which it is, because it helps us also get ready to scale up as well. So yeah, I mean those like I'm looking for moderators who
Yeah.
can like sort of understand the community as well. Try to understand what exactly is that, what exactly do they need, because there are a lot of content out there, but still a lot of people find scarcity in certain kinds of areas, like maybe UI UX or machine learning or something else altogether that they don't understand. So we'll take workshops for that, we'll take study sessions, we'll do a lot of other things as well, and we'll organize events where they can compete and build more projects. So yeah, I mean that's how the journey has been, and it's been a great journey honestly, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it as well. Yeah.
So, what things have motivated you to apply for this program, and what skills a GitHub Campus expert must possess?
So, like I said, passion for giving back to the community is one skill
Yeah.
that you need to have. And obviously, apart from that, it's good to know GitHub, if like GitHub or like just Git basically, just to sort of be able to take workshops from it, or like if anybody asks like you are a GitHub campus experts, explain what's GitHub to me, or maybe take a workshop on that. So you should be able to do that, even if it's like maybe not that feasible or not. But your knowledge your knowledge should be like up to the level that you can like teach other people or something. So yeah, but you don't need to be like very very technically strong. That's all right. You need to have like 6 months. Your account should be open for 6 months at least. And what motivated me to apply was I just wanted to keep giving back to the community in some way or the other, and I want something to keep me accountable to be able to do that. Because when I start an initiative of my own, things get like when things get too much, I just back out or something, and I don't want to do that in this case. So I wanted to stay like after once I graduated from DSC, I wanted to keep doing these things, and I think this program has helped me a lot to keep continuing the journey of giving back to the community, writing newsletters and other stuff as well. Like it's something that I've been doing before the Campus Experts program as well, but
Yeah.
actually forming that community of people where
Yes.
they can interact with each other rather than me giving out all the information that is there. So they can like share among themselves as well. So yeah, that's something that motivated me as well.
That's great. Can you tell about which events have you organized through through this program?
Right. So right till now, I haven't organized that many events, but through Michi Spotlight, I think I have organized one UI UX workshop, and there was recently another AMA session about GitHub Campus Experts, which I did, and like there are a couple of more sessions lined up for next month where I teach. Like my niche is mostly like designing and front end development and those kind of stuff. Even though I know back end development, but I get very very conscious while teaching it, because that's not something that I'm really really good at, that I can like teach other people. But I feel that UI UX is something that I can definitely teach, and like obviously and front end development as well. And obviously GitHub and Git and all of those technologies that come along with it. So yeah, I mean, I have a lot of many different workshops lined up for this month, and like I really hope that people attend and get some value out of those workshops as well.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's pretty much it till now.
Okay. Can you talk about what are the benefits being the GitHub Campus Expert?
Right. So the first benefit is obviously that you get a platform to, give back to the community. You get to connect with like other GitHub campus experts and GitHub Stream team, which is also like a part of the GitHub education program. GitHub education is essentially like the entire program that does all of the things that are related to campus education and growth and outreach and all of those things. So and yeah, like GitHub education works on a lot of good projects. Like there was so I mean, you get early access to the most sought after tools that are released by GitHub, like the GitHub
Yeah.
Copilot. I got
Copilot.
access to it like months ago, not months ago, but like yeah, I mean weeks ago, honestly. But yeah, like you get access to these things very very quickly. Like you don't have to go to the wait list or anything. You're just like a VIP over there. And you can also like you are also a part of the beta testing team of a lot of products that GitHub introduces. So even before they release their products, you get to test them and you get to see them. You get to report whatever it is, and you also get to give your own views on how it could be improved. And that's a big thing, I feel, because
Yeah.
it's going to end up being used by millions of people. So that's a huge amount of impact that you're making, even by just giving a little bit of feedback. So yeah, that's that, and you get to work on a lot of projects as well. Like I think there was a GitHub documentation project that last year's GitHub Campus Experts worked on. So yeah, I mean, I'm also looking forward to working on certain projects with the GitHub education team, and I mean, you can look forward to as well. Obviously, apart from that, there's swags, beautiful swags that you get, very customized
Yeah.
and everything. But that shouldn't be like your incentive, like I said before as well. But yeah, I mean, that's just an added bonus. So yeah.
Yeah. So can you talk about the GitHub Copilot little bit?
Right. So, I mean, GitHub Copilot, I don't have that much thoughts on that because I tried it. I liked it because it predicted all of my whatever code that I write. But honestly, it's not yet the kind of tool that I would use regularly.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of improvement, but yeah, I mean, it's great. Like, it's kind of cool to see Visual Studio Code do like cool stuff and like predict stuff and as well. But yeah, like I would say that I am impressed, but not that much. Like, I've done a little bit of AI and deep learning as well. So
Okay.
from that, I know that there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done, and people say that it's going to take over the developers'
No.
jobs and all those
Yeah.
things. Not gonna happen. Like, I mean, there's no. I don't have any opinions on this because like there are a lot of people on the two sides on Twitter, and like they are like, I don't want to get into a war in your comments about this. That
Yeah.
AI may take over. What is she saying? But we really there's a lot that needs to be done, and I feel that now that the users have the access to this product, they will help improve it much better in a much better way. So yeah, that's I think that's those are the only thoughts that I have usually. So yeah.
So that's great. So last question for this video is, what's the one piece of advice would you like to give who would be applying for the Git Campus Expert program?
Right. So, I mean, I might have said this like a lot of times during the video, but my only advice is just be passionate about the community, about giving back to the community. Don't get too, like don't go after the title or anything, or after the swags for that matter, because I mean those things might bring you opportunities and things as well, but the program, try to take the most value out of the program, because this program has a lot to offer, and you can
Yeah.
help a lot of people through this program as well, because you have the platform to do so, and you've been given the power that you can like go ahead, organize events, and like GitHub is going to back you for that. So obviously, like it's an opportunity worth pursuing. So if you are thinking of applying, I would say apply. Okay, don't hold yourself back, because I've known about this program for a long time, and I held myself back from applying for last year as well, mostly because I was not able to get through the training program, because it took a lot of time as well. But this year, like I was like, okay, no, I want to do this because I've already done something like Google DSC, which is also like a very it gets very difficult at some points. I won't lie. Like, obviously, things might seem that oh, everybody is like just organizing workshop, and
Yeah.
it's all flowers and swags and certificates and everything. But it's not like that. That it's much more than that, and it requires a lot of will to help other
And
people, because then you will just say that okay, I have the tag of GitHub Campus Experts, I have the tag of Google DSC lead, and I can just my resume is already improved. Why should I just why should I waste my time into helping other people? Like, this is the mentality that most of the people have, but not the people who get selected in these programs. So if you want to get selected, you need to have that kind of mentality as well, that you want to give back to the community. So make sure that you have that, and don't go after like materialistic incentives like swags and certificates and titles and all of those things. If you're passionate enough, you will be able to do wonders, and that will also help you network with the greatest people on like across the world, honestly, like because you get to connect with all sorts of people from all sorts of regions, not just India or Asia, but from Europe and America and other continents as well. So yeah, I mean it's been a really great journey, and I would recommend you to apply for it as well, like if you get the
yeah,
chance. So yeah.
yeah, definitely. So we will now take off this session. So thank you for joining, and it's been great to have you here and talking about the GitHub Campus Expert program.
All right, definitely.
So that's it for the video. Hope you like this video. Give a thumbs up and share this video with others so that others can get to know about this program and with its benefits being a GitHub Campus Expert.